My darling, I address you with a heart loaded up with affection and understanding, yearning for you to know the profundities of my warmth. In the limitlessness of my liberality, I long to spill out my favors upon you. In any case, there is one thing I request from you. Be careful with feeling qualified for my great gifts. Indeed, get the endowments I present to you with a grateful heart, however discharge them back to me when the opportunity arrives, without permitting disdain to flourish. In this world, you might experience conditions that challenge your capacity to be blissful. Significant misfortunes like your work, your home, your well-being, or the departure of a friend or family member can incur profound torment and distress. Lamenting during such times is just regular. However, I beg you to figure out how to zero in on the decency that remaining parts, to find happiness in the person who won't ever walk out on you. It is for sure conceivable to be tragic, yet continuously celebrating, as the witness Paul found through his numerous difficulties. The essence of God engaged Paul to track down euphoria in the midst of misfortune, and he can do likewise for you. You should be willing, however, to relinquish anything I take from you, regardless of how agonizing the misfortune. Then, at that point, direct your consideration completely to me, believing that I won't ever relinquish you. At the point when you wind up wrecked by the heaviness of your conditions, pause for a minute to pay attention to my voice. Hear me saying, take boldness. It is I. Try not to be apprehensive. I comprehend that paying attention to me while you're feeling anxious requires discipline and trust. The confusion of dashing considerations can make it challenging to hear my delicate murmur. In those minutes, request that the essence of God quiet your brain so you can observe my voice. Continuously recall that I, the ruler of harmony, am with you, remaining close by consistently. Realize that I am not simply with you. I'm likewise in your conditions. Moreover, I'm in charge of all that unfurls in your life. While I'm never the creator of malevolence, I have the ability to involve tough spots for your definitive great. This doesn't eradicate the aggravation you might persevere, however it pervades it with reason and importance. In this way, even amidst life's tempests, I ask you to take boldness, for it is I. Look for indications of my standing presence inside your ebb and flow circumstance, for you will to be sure find me when you search with everything that is in you. Your life can hold goodness in any event, when outer conditions may not line up with your longings. I grasp your yearning for control, yet my methodologies are not your methodologies. I believe that you should figure out how to rest more in my power, embracing every day as a gift from me, no matter what its items. You are not answerable for conditions unchangeable as far as you might be concerned. Recognize your limited nature and continue to turn your look toward me. Hold on to your endeavoring and realize that I am God. Perceive my caring presence, which can inject even the most troublesome day with happiness. Permit me to direct you bit by bit as the day progressed, for as my supporter, you are continually taken part in profound fights. Indeed, even on the most normal days, minor otherworldly engagements might emerge. Be cautious as you follow me along your life's way, utilizing the safeguard of confidence to smother the blazing bolts of the underhanded one. Distinguish and dismiss the tricky falsehoods that pounce upon you constantly. Rest in the reality of what your identity is, and revered youngster in my eyes. Humble yourself under my powerful hand, for I'm working in your background. Regardless of whether you see it, there might be times when you feel burdened by my sovereign will, caught inside conditions you can't adjust. The allurement at such times is to become anxious with me and my methodologies. In any case, this will just prompt dissatisfaction and distance between us. At the point when you end up troubled by conditions, shift your viewpoint by admiring me. Assemble the boldness to say, Ruler, I humble myself under your powerful hand. Submit to my methodologies, in any event, when you long for freedom. This safeguards you from battling against the maker and sustainer of the universe. As opposed to participating in a fight you can't win, use your energy to explore what is happening and gather insight from it. Believe that I will eventually lift you up and reduce your experiencing in my ideal selected time. I entreat you to be solid and gutsy, paying little heed to how feeble you might feel. Your solidarity doesn't rely upon your conditions. It settles upon your certainty that I am with you and for you. In snapshots of shortcoming, fix your look upon me, the person who strolls before you, enticing you forward. Slowly and carefully. In any event, when everything gives off an impression of being turning out badly, decline to surrender to debilitation. Recall that I am a divine force of shocks. I'm not limited by the impediments of your comprehension or the potential outcomes you see. With me, everything is conceivable. The more you trust that your requests will be replied, the nearer you are to a forward leap. In the pausing, know about my caring presence. It is an honored lifestyle choice. Realize that I am great to the people who sit tight for me. You have a place with me. I have picked you and called you out of haziness into my great light. This reality frames the unfaltering groundwork of your life. It shields you from feeling unfastened or alone in this always impacting world. Many individuals handle onto pernicious connections or destructive things trying to get away from their sensations of separation. However, you are rarely alone, for you are mine. I picked you even before the formation of the world, making you an extremely durable individual from my regal family. You once strolled in otherworldly murkiness until you set your confidence in me as your friend in need. I for one saved you from that dimness and brought you into my brilliant light. That you might broadcast my gestures of recognition. This is a valuable honor and obligation I have shared with you. To satisfy this calling successfully, dig into the lavishness of my personality by concentrating on my promise. Take pleasure in me so the delight of my presence might sparkle from your appearances. You share my adoration with others. I crown you with cherishing thoughtfulness and delicate leniencies. You require plentiful proportions of these gifts. Also, I savor the experience of giving them to you. Your job is to open your heart completely to me. Perceiving your poverty, some might fear recognizing their destitution, as they question anybody might at any point meet their deficiencies. In human terms, this might turn out as expected, yet I have limitless repositories of gifts for my youngsters. My caring graciousness is a never-ending gift, for I have cherished you with a timeless love. I'm unswervingly dedicated to you. At whatever point you feel powerless and helpless, come to me and spill out your heart. Rest in my presence, for you are recovered sovereignty, bought with my own blood. Stop with respect and certainty as I crown you with adoring benevolence and delicate benevolent actions. I'm in your middle, and I'm strong. Similarly as the sun holds the focal spot in the nearby planet group. I'm at the center of your whole existence, your physical, close to home, and otherworldly self. I, the strong one who made the universe, dwell inside you. Allow this spectacular truth to reverberate to you and pervade your deepest being. Mull over the meaning of having such monstrous power abiding inside you. One ramifications is that you really want not worry about your own shortcoming. As a matter of fact, my power is most obvious in your snapshots of delicacy. In any event, when you feel unfit, recollect that my inhabiting presence engages you. Let your consciousness of my standing presence dissipate debilitation and fill you with vast bliss. As my life streams into yours, you are braced with heavenly may. However I might bring distress, have confidence that I will show sympathy. Thusly, don't surrender when difficulty occurs for you and shun endeavoring to rashly get away from it. The planning of occasions is in my grasp. There is a period for everything and a season for each action. Under paradise, distress is a season and I use it for your advantage. In contrast to the anticipated 4 times of the year, the times of your life might appear to be confused and capricious. In the midst of anguish, it might seem like distress will go with you endlessly. However, recall that I am committed to showing empathy. My unfailing affection for you is limitless. As you get through misery, search industriously for indications of my kind presence. Indeed, even in the most obscure minutes, beams of light will get through the tempest mists, offering trust and comfort. My unfailing adoration ceaselessly sparkles upon you. Lift your look to me and observe my face, transmitting its glow upon you. My empathies rarely fizzled. They are recharged with each day. Christian expectation is personally connected to my presence, which is with you both now and forever. Thusly, the more cognizant you are of my presence, the more confident you will turn into. Despite the fact that you solidly accept that I am dependably with you, there might be minutes when you feel removed from me. Such minutes can decrease your feeling of cheerfulness. Feel free to my help. You can essentially supplicate, Jesus, keep me mindful of you. This request is succinct and clear, permitting you to utilize it as regularly depending on the situation. Some of the time you might explore during a time feeling vacant and separated. In any case, in those times I share with you, you don't have on the grounds that you don't inquire. Trusting in me is the most sensible lifestyle choice on account of who I'm. As the maker and sustainer of the universe, nothing can obstruct my commitments. As you wonder about my significance, greatness, what's more, dependability, your gestures of recognition will fill you with trust and develop your attention to my presence. Know this, I will battle for you. You want just to stay composed. I comprehend the exhaustion that has held your spirit. You've been resolutely endeavoring to remain above water and your solidarity is fading. It is currently time for you to stop your endeavoring and permit me to battle for your benefit. I perceive that this may not come effectively to you, for you might accept that consistent battle is vital for endurance. However, I call you to rest in me. I'm working indefatigably for your sake. So be still and recognize that I am God. It very well may be trying for you to calm your body. And, surprisingly, more so to take your hustling mind. Your mission for security has driven you to intensely depend on your viewpoints. In this battle for control, your brain has been raised to a place of self-adequacy. Thusly, you require the mediation of the essence of God. Request that He oversee your brain, progressively, quieting you from the inside. Set aside some margin to rest in the shadow of the all-powerful, while I battle for you. My valued kid, comprehend that I address you with profound inclination. In a language of adoration that rises above words. My craving is for you to encounter the completion of my presence, to track down comfort and fortify me, and to perceive that I am with you through each situation, holding you near my heart. Amen.